Franklin, how was that?
Awesome.
Who's got the best ride so far? Hello. Welcome back to the Sunday Serving channel, where you come every week for good news from the gospel, a word of hope and truth. I hope you can hear me today over the roaring of the waves. We're here at Assateague National Park off the Maryland coast. Gorgeous place where the wind and the waves and the seagulls remind you of the power and the beauty and the majesty of God's creation. And the reason I'm down here at Assateague, actually on the way back from visiting Washington, D.C. with some students from the Bruderhof school, some 8th and 9th graders went down to Washington to see the sites of our capital and to visit some folks in the government, learn about civics. We also attended a conference, a summit on international freedom, International Religious Freedom Summit, IRF Summit, where we met many people from all around the world, people of faith, Christians, Muslims, Jewish people, Buddhists, all kinds of people, Sikhs. And the theme was freedom, freedom to live and express our faith and belief. And we heard from lots of folks all around the world that are suffering from lack of freedom, from persecution really. Many people around the world are being persecuted for their faith. In China, spoke to some people from China who have been imprisoned there for their faith. There's the whole Uyghur population that are suffering incredibly. We heard some tragic stories, heartrending stories, also from the Rohingya and Burma, people from the different parts of the world where there's a lack of freedom. And we have to pay attention to freedom in our country, make sure that it's always possible to live and act our faith. But anyways, just to experience freedom of nature, came out here to the coast, and I thought today we could find some passages about the waves and the wind. I think the best passages are found in the Psalms. We find it here. There's a couple good Psalms. Anyways, there's a fellow here that's pulling in a fish while we're filming. So I'm gonna go the other direction there in case I don't want to get in his way. But here we go, Psalm 89. You rule the swelling of the sea. When its waves rise, you still them. So here we have waves, but sometimes it's even bigger waves. God can still the waves. Psalm 42. Deep calls to deep, the sound of your waterfalls. All your breakers and your waves have rolled over me. It's a beautiful psalm. I love Psalm 107. It's kind of a neat psalm. We got a fellow here pulling a fish in. I got to get out of his way because I think it's a shark. What you got in there, sir? Big ray. Big ray he's got in there. He knows it's a ray already. I guess it's leapt in the water. That's cool. So here we go, Psalm 107. They that go down to the sea in ships that do business in great waters, these see the works of the Lord and the wonders of the deep. So if we go down to the sea in ships or by car, we see the wonders of God's work. It's so true. For he commandeth and raiseth the stormy wind, which lifteth the waves thereof. So it's God that provides power to the waves and the wind. That's what I love about going to the sea. You feel the raw power of nature. You feel the raw power of God. You see it at work. You know that God can raise the waves. He can also still the waves. Love that story in the gospel where the disciples were in a boat and Jesus was asleep in the front of the boat and they were all scared they were going to drown. They woke him up and he put his hands out over the water and said, "Peace, be still." And the waves stopped and the sea calmed down. And then he told them, "You have so little faith." So let's have faith in Jesus, what he can do, and let's have awe and wonder for nature. And let's get a pan the camera over here, see if we get a glimpse of this guy bringing in a sea ray, because the wonders of the deep, creatures of the deep. Some people say there's nothing so free as a fish. That's a good thing to think about. But anyways, God bless you all. Have a wonderful week. I'll sign out from the Assateague coastline, and we'll see you later. Looks like they lost it.